This game is rated T for ages 13 and up. For more information, please go to esrb.org. Hello everyone, Gunvolt here, but you can call me KV. And welcome back to Let's Play Azure Striker Gunvolt 3 Blind Epilogue Attempts. That's a mouthful, but I'm going to say the attempts part just so you know, because we're doing... It's not the main game, this is the epilogue attempt stuff. On the last episode, Zed went to the Mega Float. We fought with Apollo there. And Apollo had the good questions of like, hey, what the heck's going on? Could not answer them at the time, though, for reasons. I mean, I don't even know the reasons. We also know Prado doesn't know the reasons, because Prado doesn't listen to mission reports. It was fun getting to learn more about Prado through that mission, through the dialogue. And now that I'm realizing it, these stages are going to feel shorter, and the only reason for that is because there isn't bonus chips for me to be looking for, the skill pulse image chips for me to be looking for. We also don't do maintenance and upgrading them or anything. The only thing we really need to do on the screen is just chat.
Layla, what is Luxia doing?
Layla gestures to call Luxia, the djinn, to her side.
Oh, nothing much, really.
It's also really cool that we actually get to hear Jin, her name's Luxia, we get to hear her talk now.
Nothing much, but you've got plenty to do. Watching the dragon saviors, searching for Azure Spirits.
Oh, all that? I didn't think it was worth mentioning.
Mention it anyway. If you're doing your job, make your reports right away.
I mean, what's even there to report? Nothing's even changed. Zed's already looking all over the place. And the Knights don't need my help, do they? There haven't been any changes with the spirits either.
You're on my last nerve. Just say that from the beginning next time. And it's Prince Zed. Got it? Prince.
Yeah. If I can.
Good. Puts Sistina in her place. Hate that woman. Well, we're gonna have to deal with her probably at some point. We're gonna go on to the Old Capital Temple for this episode, I think. And let's just see. I can't get. We put Layla on to see if we can get a special song. I don't know how that works with Zed, but we'll figure it out. Or he's Prince Zed. I have to call him Prince Zed. I actually haven't looked at his default controls yet. I've kind of like done all I can just messing around, so let's check. Just to be safe. So move, jump, blah blah blah, feather, slash, scarlet passion, dash, Lux assault. Yep, okay. Oh, what's this? Slip through fours, restock wings. Yeah. Zed has two modes he uses during combat: blade mode and soaring mode. Blade mode is default mode, while soaring activates after locking onto an enemy. You can lock onto enemies by hitting them with an Imperium feather. Yep. Zed's lock-on will be released after the following actions: reloading, Lux Assault, or pressing R repeatedly. Okay. Zed attacks with the Radiant Blades. That is in this mode. Blade mode is activated automatically if there are no locked-on enemies nearby. This mode offers high offense capabilities and a diverse moveset, but requires being up close and... Oh, okay. So we got... During reload stance, he has... Oh, okay, that's good to know. Did not know that part. Okay, so that's what I've been doing. Zed uses Blazing Birds. Okay, that's where the birds came from in the last episode. When locked onto a locked enemy is nearby, okay? The mode offers long-range offensive in the form of Scarlet Passion, as well as a warp attack in the form of Lux Assault, though is overall less powerful than Blade mode. Okay. So we want to be more up close and personal with Zed. Zed can consume wings to do air jump, air dash, and vibratio, which I don't know what that is, so we're going to find that out. Wings can be restocked by either pressing down twice or quickly, or through the use of Lux Assault. Interesting. Equipping a specific ability will allow Zed to perform Vibratio. Vibratio activates when Zed is hit while wings are in stock, causing them to take damage. Okay. Right, so his pervasion. Alexa Assault, yeah, that's, yeah. Okay, and he has SD skills. There's a slight chance, yep, okay. Okay, so not a lot to explain there, but still good to know about that charge thing.
A temple at the old capital. I have to say, it looks more like a fortress than a temple.
You're not wrong.
Grazi informed me that she was curious about its construction. I will make sure your visuals are shared.
Oh, Grazi's coming with this mission? Yay! I've somehow avoided having the Sistina Simps for Zed mission so far. It's gonna come eventually, though, isn't it? Sigh. Okay, this is a cool iteration. It really fits with this particular song.
Grazi, are you interested in the local culture?
I only know how to build stuff out of sand. There's really something romantic about building with organic.
Oh, everything's fine.
Anyway, let's start looking for that material.
Okay, so this just...
I believe this is called a tori.
Yes, it
A
is.
traditional structure. It's quite
It
mechanized.
is, and I was confused about that
It's just
too.
the front gate.
What does that do? Oh! Okay. Very cool. Oh, really? We don't have enough to do those in one? Okay. Okay, there. I thought I saw something. I did. I did indeed see something up here. There we go. Out of there.
Daddy, look! It's a bona fide ninja! An honest to goodness shinobi!
Ninjas are quite famous, aren't they? However, they don't look all that different from the Taisa's special forces.
Are you blind, Zeddy? They're totally different!
Oh, okay. So, when we did the boss rush episode, I ranked all the attempt knights.
You've got that right.
I think I made the right call, ranking Grazi second.
And is that? Looking at the cuts, I'd say this thing was slapped together not too long ago.
You're quite knowledgeable about rocks. I'm impressed.
Oh, it's not honest. Anybody who knows anything knows about andesite.
So the one thing I have to be careful about is that I want to be doing it like this. Oh, whoopsies. And also holding on to... Holding on to my feathers. But for being more physical attacker, you don't get as much points, so it's still good to try to do it the Kirin way. Even if it is a bit more obnoxious to pull off. If you want to get kudos, you gotta be okay with doing the lesser damage. So you can get the points, get the bonuses. There we go, bye. And I mean, I don't mind not getting like super great kudos as it is. We could clearly get some more things that can help us with that later on. And this is only our first playthrough, so I'm more interested in the story as it is.
Build it up real careful, too. There might even be some local traditions in the way they stack them up. Yes?
Grazi's just really interested in construction culture. That's what you call it, right? Okay, I don't like these punch guys. They're very annoying. Okay, almost to 1,000. There we go. I wonder how many songs that Luxia has, because it looks like we've kind of gone through all of them at this point. But I did say that about Lumen as well, and apparently there were a bunch of secret ones I didn't know about, so who knows? And up we go.
That was quite a climb. Presume this is the entrance to the main temple?
The inside ought to be right interesting. Can't wait to see it.
Oh, me neither.
Okay. I like Grassi too, yeah. I mean, other than Justina, I don't mind the Atem's Knights and the Atem's folk as characters. They seem all really interesting.
Expected the inside would look a bit more austere. The decorations are rather flashy.
I'll think it's downright modern here. The defenses ain't messing around either.
Looks like this temple tour will have to pick up the pace.
Yes, it will.
They got booby traps in a temple?
I mean,
Quite effective when the ceiling is that low.
thank you, Serpentine.
Learn something new every day.
Their banter's actually been really good. I like that all of them were talking to each other. It was hard to have that happen in the main playthrough with how that was set up, because obviously you'd only have BB for the other Dragon Savior stages, because you could do them in any order. And you could have the entire team for the Atem's Knight stages, but they tended to focus on just one member. And I don't mind that either, but it is nice to have kind of this like group banter between them all. I mean, I guess they had some like group banter when you got to the final area of the main game with Kyuden and GV. So, as long as I... Dang it. As long as I do that, I keep the feathers full. Unless I miss completely and everything just goes to cruddies. No, go away. Stop being ninja!
Is that Buddha statue firing lasers?
Yes, it is.
Blasphemous.
I'm surprised as you are. Culture must be quite permissive in this country.
Or someone designed that and was just not giving a crap about other people's cultures.
This here tile roof looks like it was made from clay in a cave.
Oh, really?
Zadie, be careful not to slip and fall.
Roger, could you tell me a bit more about tiles?
They come in all sorts of pretty varieties. There's gold tiles, cement tiles, and even glass tiles.
I can't tell when he's like, can you tell me more if he was being sarcastic? I feel like he was, but Grazi is too much of a pure soul to be like, oh, I don't think that's sarcasm. He's generally interested in learning about different types of tiles and cement and gold and all that. Shush. Don't tell Grazi about Minecraft. She would go insane. Either from liking it too much, or from saying this isn't how those materials should actually work. One of the two.
That's an awful lot of burrs.
What's going on with the culture in this country?
I don't know
Really reconsider their aesthetic choices.
if...
Just look at this grand hall. I'd never make something this extravagant. But I love it anyway.
Seems like my goal is just above here. I'll make quick work of the climb.
Yeah, I don't think we've heard this song yet, so this is a new one. Sorry if I'm a bit more silent. I've been enjoying their conversations a lot. Oh yeah, I forgot. For whatever reason, he doesn't wall jump right away. He does his feather jumps first, which is a little awkward. There you go. go. And... Ah. Didn't pull... Oh. No. Nope. Bye-bye, ninjas.
I found a hexapile. All that's left is the castle keep, I suppose.
Or whatever's at the top of this temple.
A castle, it's a temple. Have some respect.
Thank you, Gazi. I hope I'm saying her name right. Alright, welcome to this crazy person.
The Dragon Savior's biggest man, Cayman, has arrived.
Good for you, Cayman.
That was quite the entrance. I like
Oh!
Ah, someone who understands. Must be a fellow strongman, leader of a Thames. You've got a powerful aura.
Cayman just like, were you patrolling here? No, I just wanted to fight him.
Me, Cayman, to test your might in a duel.
Oh? Are you not even going to ask why I'm here?
Cayman doesn't care, he just wants to have a good spar.
Our fists will do all the talking we need. There's no guarantee you'll give me a straight answer anyway. If I want the truth, I'll have to get it myself.
Oh, you know, that's a good point. He's actually using his brain there.
Spoken like a true gentleman. How interesting. I'll take you up on your offer.
Let's go!
Alrighty.
Our fists will do the talking.
Oh, Cayman.
No running, no dodging, no escape. My duelist guarantees it.
Oh, okay.
Seems like a good match for our Grazi.
Yeah, well...
I do get mighty big, but I wouldn't say no.
Grazi, you should try to have a bit more confidence. At full power, your septum could even rival mine.
Really?
I knew it! Attempts
Cayman!
I'll have to challenge that Grazi you mentioned to
I want to see that.
Excellent idea. However, we must settle our bout first.
I'd love to share a drink with you sometime.
Did you ever forget about asking me?
I'm really feeling the burn. My traps are on fire.
I've been longing for a full-fledged brawl like this.
Really?
Dominate the world. Golden Trillion. Break through the limits of this hot-blooded valor. Over here.
I want to have it. Cayman just going, hey, you know what? This guy's our enemy. Nah, I'll go to the bar with him at some point, though. Why the heck not? Cayman's a good dude. Okay. That actually probably changed my ranking of the Dragon Saviors then a bit. Because now we get a bit more insight to Cayman. We didn't get a lot of insight to him, I feel, in the main story, but this actually improves my ranking of him. So, sorry, BB, you're back in last. Maybe if you weren't just talking about the fact that Zed had woman at his arms when your stage, I'd be a little more lenient to you, but come on, man. Okay, we've seen this song before. Alright, so we're gonna get Duelist Dimension. Let's settle it with the lights behind you. Just I love that little detail that I finally noticed. So we're gonna do that, and then finally do that a few more times, just to replenish the feathers so you can have evasion or vibratio, as it's called. And now,
Illuminate the world. Golden Trillion. Be reborn.
we'll do this fun attack. And bye-bye. I am curious. is there a chance that Lumen could show up on this instead and revive the bosses while you're playing as Zed? That'd be kind of neat. Anyways, bye Cayman. Hope you had a nice fight. It was fun. Alright, A rank. I'm not sure how I'm going to get S ranks on these missions. They do require you to be a bit more precise, which I am not good at. Let's see, what can we buy right now? Not you. Reduces required number of enemies to defeat for a chain bonus. You know what? It's Prado. I want Prado. Here, let's have a chat.
Serpentine has some fortune-telling implements lying around, such as an armillary sphere and some ancient-looking manuscripts. Layla is staring intently in the direction.
What is it? You can look, but don't touch. But if you're bored, I suppose I could take a look into your future. Just this one time, though.
Ooh.
Get along better than it would seem.
Oh, I wanted to hear the fortune. Dang it. Well then, that's going to end this episode off. We have one last Dragon Savior to go after, and that is Shiron, so we'll do that next time, as we continue to go through the story of the Attempts epilogue. What I'm really liking about this epilogue so far is, like, in the first episode of Attempts with BB Stage, we got a lot of the plot as to why they're doing this and how they're doing this. They're chasing after those Gunvolt fragment things of his Septima and Mobius's too, which are kind of merged in a potential hope that they might be able to locate them. From what I'm getting at, from how they're explaining things, Gunvolt is alive. He's somewhere. How they talk about it makes it sound like when, but apparently like, oh, they're gonna settle down. I'm like, I don't think that's gonna be the case. I think Gunvolt's gonna have another day in the sun at some point. Maybe with the power of Mobius, who knows? But the other stages we've done thus far have been more kind of just banter, and I've really enjoyed that. It's just, I like this a lot, and it's why I've really enjoyed the Gunvolt games in general, is just the banter you have. And the main game did it pretty decently as well. But I'm really liking just how many different voices you get to hear and interact with each other in this. So I'm hoping that in a Gunvolt 4, potentially, that they do some kind of similar thing, or if Kieran does get a spin-off game, which I think she's going to, that they have all the knights talk with her at the same time. That would be fun. But otherwise, I think we're going to call it here. It was nice to learn more about Grazi, and she's adorable. I like her too. Prado's still the best, but Grazi is a perfect second place. With that all said, if you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe. Don't have to, you don't want to, but it's always appreciated. If you like what you see as far as the game goes, No. Why? We've recorded more episodes of this game now. Why would I think this is the other one? It's not. It's so not. Oh my goodness gracious. I am so sorry. Well, Luminous Adventure X2 is also available if you want to pick that game up, but that's not the one we're playing at the moment. We're playing Azure Striker Gunvolt 3. We're specifically in the epilogue Attempts. But we're having a good time. And I hope you come back for the next episode where we have even more of a good time. So with that, most importantly, of course, please have a wonderfully great day, and I will see you all on the next one. Until then, ciao!